Hello everyone, I'm Vibha Bagga, an ex-aeronautical engineer and a motivational speaker. Today I would like to talk to you on a very important topic is the struggles. Are the struggles really breaking us, converting us into a human which we don't want to? I have always met people who come to me for counseling talking about that their family say that they've turned into a very sore person. I have seen people coming to me who talk to me about things that they don't believe in now because they've seen a lot in their life. For all those, I have a thing to tell them, which is very important. If the struggles change you, convert you into a human being which is not liked by your family, friends, relatives, and the people who know you, then the struggles are powerful enough to convert you into a human being. They were powerful enough to destroy you, to devastate your inner consciousness and confidence? If it is so, this is a story for you people. This is a story of a father who got his very dear daughter married to a person that she loved. He always told her that I am the only man in this world which had loved you and will love you without any things in return. But everybody who you will meet in your life will be there for a reason in your life. Always learn from those things. After a few years of a marriage, one day the father was sitting on his chair relaxing. He found that his daughter was back at home with a bag in her hand. He was totally devastated to see this. He asked the daughter what is the reason. She did not reply and went to her room. Desperate father went to her room and asked her what has happened to her, which has brought her without any information back to her house. The daughter said that she would remain the rest of her life with her father and will never go back to her husband. Again, building up all his courage, the father asked the daughter what was the reason. She said that my husband keeps on nagging at various things, at various prospects of life. He keeps on complaining about things that have not done right, but he never appreciate all the good efforts that I put in doing things which I never did in my young or unmarried life. Father smiled and he knew exactly what to say to a daughter. But rather than saying, he asked the daughter would she actually accompany him to the kitchen because he was now very old. Daughter desperately said, Father, I am angry, annoyed, desperate, grieved, and you want me to accompany to kitchen? Okay, if that what you want, because I have to live with you now, so I'll have to follow your condition. Mockingly, she actually went with him to the kitchen. The father commanded, rather ordered the daughter to put 3 bowls of water onto the gas stove. Actually, this made his daughter quite annoyed. But he did not actually had the explanation for it, so he commanded her and she put on like 3 stoves of water onto the gas stove. In the first, he asked her to put in some potatoes. In the second, he asked her to put in some eggs. And in the third one, he asked him to put in some coffee beans and let them boil for a few minutes. Now, after a few minutes, he put off the gas stove and asked his daughter what was happening with potatoes. She told her that they have turned into a mushy state. He asked her, what was the state of the egg? And she told her, after boiling, they've turned hard. And then he asked her, what was the state of the coffee beans? And she told him that the coffee beans have left their aroma and changed the water into the color of the coffee. I hope so you got the message. He replied. Daughter said, Yet not. He said, This hot water are the struggles, the circumstances, the hardships which actually affects you. Potato, being very hard by nature, after the struggles, turns into a mushy state, loses its self confidence, loses its self esteem, loses self belief, and turns mushy. While the egg, which was soft inside by the hard struggles, has turned into a very, very hard state, forgetting about the relevance of good and bad, what is morale, and what is important to life. It has left all its texture, whereas the coffee beans in the water of hardships has not only turned the water in its own state, but also left the aroma, which is your pride, which is your fame, which is your reputation, which you develop when you evolve from the hardships. This is what I want you to actually interpret from this story. Learn to evolve from the struggles, learn to develop from the struggles and become a newly formed human being, but not which is sore, hard, or mushy, but one like coffee beans. Change the color of your life with the aroma and texture and the good smell and the good texture of that coffee. I hope you like this lesson. If you like this story, please subscribe.